Hello, I'm Dr. Terry Susan Fine, Content Specialist for the Florida Joint Center for Citizenship, which is part of the School of Politics, Security, and International Affairs at the University of Central Florida in Orlando. Welcome to our Middle School Civics Highlights series. We will be focusing our attention on Benchmark 2.9, in which we will analyze media and political communications and identify examples of bias, symbolism, and propaganda. In Part 2, we will evaluate how bias, symbolism, and propaganda can impact public opinion. In this evaluation, we will consider how to impact public opinion and why that's so important. How do bias and symbolism and propaganda impact public opinion? We're going to be focusing our attention on the poster that you see on the screen. And we're going to be using this one poster to focus on how bias, symbolism, and propaganda impact public opinion. First, we see a cartoon bubble. "We can do it," with an exclamation point. What can we do? Who is we? Well, notice that the person in the poster is wearing makeup and they have a nice hairdo underneath the scarf that they're wearing. And so by all of these symbols, we can come to the conclusion that the person in the poster is a woman and not a man. So when a woman says, "We can do this, we can do it," what is she talking about? Well, first we have to find out what she represents, what she's doing, and why she needs to encourage us that we can do it. So notice how she's wearing a blue outfit. She's wearing a blue outfit. It looks kind of like a uniform because it's all one color, and there's a little badge on the collar, which suggests perhaps that there might be a company name or something like that on there, or it might be a decorative pin. But either way, notice how she's wearing an outfit that is all one color. No stripes, no patterns, no flowers, etc. Nothing else, no stars. Look at her scarf. Her scarf is red background with white polka dots. So together, this person is wearing a red, white, and blue outfit. And that outfit is probably a uniform. So why is it important for you and I, as the viewers of this poster, to believe that we can do it? What is this person representing? Well, what this person represents is the war effort. This is a World War II poster. Here's somebody who is rolling up their sleeves so that they can get to work. They're rolling up their sleeves so that they can get to work. And where are they working? They put their hair in a scarf so that if they have long hair, the hair won't get in the way of whatever work that they might be doing. They are strong enough to take on this work. They're rolling up their sleeves and showing you their muscle. But at the same time, they're saying, I'm still enjoying, right? I'm still a woman in this society. I'm wearing makeup. I've got my hair nicely done, but I can do it. We can do it. I'm rolling up my sleeves and I am getting to work. Well, what this really represents is the women during World War II who worked in the factories. So what the woman is wearing is a factory uniform. And by working in the factories, that freed up the men to go and fight the war. So in World War II, the United States counted on a volunteer military. And by counting on this volunteer military, that means that men had to be confident that if they left their homes, that the economy wouldn't shut down and that their families would be taken care of. Well, one of the best ways to do this was for women to be able to earn a salary in the factories, so the factories wouldn't shut down, and the women would earn an income, thus keeping the homes running well also. So let's now look at how bias, symbolism, and propaganda would impact public opinion. Well, when we're looking at bias, we're looking at support for increasing support for women working in industry during World War II. The symbols in the cartoon include a typical factory worker's uniform, a show of physical strength, showing the public that women can handle the rigors of factory work during World War II. And women working in industry provide support for the war effort so that soldiers, all men, can fight on the war front. So that's the propaganda piece, to get us to change our minds, to act differently, versus to oppose women working in the factories. And so we see the bias is focusing on support for women working in the factories. We've looked at the different symbols, and then what's the impact on public opinion. Not only does the poster suggest that the United States government wants women to work in the factories, but so should we as citizens. So that's going to affect our opinion, because particularly in the 1940s, there were far fewer women working in the paid workforce. So the idea that women would go into the paid workforce might get a lot of public opposition. And so for the government to suggest that we can do it, and this is all good and all positive, means that we should change our minds as well. And thus that's the impact on public opinion. Thank you for joining me for Middle School Civics Highlights. Do you still have questions? Please contact us using the information that appears on the screen. Till next time, I'm Dr. Terry Susan Fine. Thank you for joining me.